Tansei, hello. My name is Carmen Miller, and I'm a member of the Métis Nation of Alberta. My parents are William and Vanessa Miller. So my dad's family is from the Red River area of Manitoba. He was born in Eriksdale and grew up in Winnipeg. And that's where my Métis roots come from. When he retired from the armed forces, we settled in Hinton here, and I'm still here. Right now we're on the shore of the Athabasca River, which is beautiful. It was also an important fur trade route and transportation route for the Métis. So we're very fortunate. It's a beautiful river. So the moon I'll be talking about today is the leaf budding moon or the flower budding moon. It's a time of coming to life. The trees are budding, the grass is getting greener, the birds are singing. I heard a woodpecker here earlier. And that changing of seasons has always been important to the Métis Nation and Indigenous people. We followed the buffalo herds, where they went. We harvest certain things at different times of the year. In the spring, when the sap is starting to run and stuff, is when you can harvest the birch bark and make the beautiful baskets. So also, when we're talking about land and our relationship to the land is also, where our arts come from. And I love our traditional arts. They're so key into our whole Métis culture. We were called the flower beadwork people, and also I've heard us be called the peacocks of the prairies because we love to look good. Everything we decorated with beadwork, quillwork, embroidery. Our clothes were decorated, household items were decorated. We decorated everything. I've been doing caribou hair tufting for 30 years now, and that's my most used medium that I use. This is a caribou hide, and then I dye it to the different colors, and I usually make jewelry, earrings, that kind of thing. So when I buy a hide like this, I cut it up and I dye it. The beautiful browns and whites of the caribou hide look very, very pretty, just in their natural form as well. I'll just do a little leaf here as a demonstration. So I just leave a little loop of I use sinew. Just leave a little loop on the hide. I take the amount of hair that I'm going to want to use. Cut it off. And when I put it into the loop, this is where the magic happens. Because when you pull it, it just fluffs up like that. And then you tie a really, really tight knot on the back, just so the hair doesn't slip out. If it's too loose, your little pom-pom of hair is going to fall out. And then I just snip it off. And then you just trim it. Trim it into whatever shape. This one I'll do a little leaf shape. You can do, whatever shape of the flower you want. You can do a daisy. The Métis people do a lot of the wild rose, so we do a lot of 5-petal flowers. But yeah, you just shape it after this. And to do a leaf, I just cut the V like that. And then you just keep trimming until it's the shape and the height that you want your petal or your leaf. So spending long hours doing artwork like this, you really get an appreciation for the things that you harvest, for the animals, that gave their life, that can feed us, can clothe us, that we use for decoration and stuff. So it teaches us patience, the love for the animals, just a way to honor our culture. So when we find a porcupine, and you can eat them, a lot of people harvest a porcupine for food, but a lot of times now we'll just find a roadkill. When you harvest a porcupine, there's thousands and thousands of quills. They range in size. You can get very, very thick ones and nice long ones. A lot of people use them for fringe. You just cut off the black tips and the end, the hair follicle end, and you can string a needle and thread. And we use right up till these super, super fine ones, and that's what we can use for jewelry, for fine detail on things. My daughter uses in her artwork and jewelry a lot of very, very fine quills. So the front is made with birch bark. She inserts the porcupine quills into it, and then we usually back it with home-tanned hide. So this is a home-tanned deer hide on the back. So we harvest from all parts of the porcupine. So down the sides and around, the neck area, we're going to find the really, really fine quills. And one other thing that we like to use a lot of are the fish scales. These were from a whitefish, and they're fairly nice, big fish scales. When we catch, when we're fishing and catch a whitefish, we scrape all the scales off, we clean them really well, and these are also used for decoration. Mostly it was used for, not things that would get roughed up because they're a bit more of a fragile art. So as well as using the natural products for our artwork and stuff, we also use the designs, like the flowers, the leaves, the trees. They're all incorporated into our designs, and that's why we're called the flower beadwork people. We love pretty colors, we love the inspiration from the nature, the colors of the flowers and leaves and trees. That's where we draw all our inspiration from.